I don't know if this is fair or foul,
man.
but you know, in this particular win right here, my wife and I, we had a moment this morning before we got out of bed, and it was a beautiful moment. And you know, I'm a stickler for time, y'all. Especially when it comes, not a stickler for time in terms of showing up for these right here, but I'm a stickler for time in terms of getting the kids up out the house and making sure that they get to school on time. So I'll be having a hard cutoff time. My cutoff time is 7:15 every morning. Like if you're not in the car, there's gonna be some consequences.
Hold on, let's be clear. If you come in the car and he looking at the clock in the car and it's go to 7:15 and go to 7:16 and you didn't touch the door handle yet, you was late.
Yeah,
you was late.
Yeah,
and his consequence for the children, and they're all teenagers in high school, is give me your phone. You don't have your phone for the day.
Maybe attaching on phone.
Come on, y'all. That's a little extra. Come on, tell the truth. It's a little extra.
Maybe attaching on phones. And so I got a consequence if they're a little bit late, if they beyond that time. So I might need to ease up in some instances. And a lot of times I do. But so today,
that's balance. I know it is important.
So today, you know, one of my children was late.
My feminine.
And yeah, going hard in the paint, Marky. Yeah, you're right. So one of my children was late, and my wife, she's in the kitchen making some sandwiches and stuff like that. And in my mind, I'm thinking that they all teenagers, like they should have made their sandwiches last night. Like we actually carve out time for them to be able to make sure that they're ready for the next day. So why are you making these goddamn teenager sandwiches? Like, what are you doing? So I'm getting irritated as I'm sitting in the car. And then so my wife from the kitchen sends a message through one of my children that she wants to speak to me. I'm sitting in the car. I'm ready to roll. She wants to speak to me. And I was like, I don't want to talk right now. I'm not coming in the house. And then
that's what you said?
That's exactly what I said.
They didn't say you said it like that.
And then one of the kids
came back in and said, Mama said that he can't come in right now. And I said, no, tell him I need to speak to him, please. But I didn't want to come out and have a conversation in front of the kids.
Yeah, so here's the win, y'all. So when I come in the house, I'm dragging myself out the car. I already know it's about to go down in terms of, you know, I feel like I'm being called to the principal's office. So I'm feeling some sort of way.
I did not even come to the car.
So I walk into the house and my wife, she walks over to me, you know, like with a little easy feminine body movement and with a smile, and she was like, so baby, you know, I know. And she's talking, you know how my wife talk, like she talking in a little soft little whisper, and she got the sandwich in her hand, and she's like, I know you like a real stickler for you know, this whole timepiece, but you know, baby, can you just like make a concession? I'm like, I'm not. No, they know what the time is. I'm not making no concessions. So I'm serious, y'all. I'm trying to hold my ground, but then, you know, my wife, she keeps on leaning in. And so she is like, you know, but, you know, baby, I understand how serious this is to you. And you know, can you just do this for me? And I'm like, I'm still in my mind thinking like, no, I ain't doing this. I'm holding my ground.
Are you just telling the story?
And then she gonna say like, so, I mean, baby, like really, like, you know, this is really important. Today is his first game. Like, can you let him have his phone? And, you know, if you do this for me, baby, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you later on tonight. You ain't got to ask. You ain't got to say nothing.
I had to pull it out, y'all. I had to pull it out my back.
I'm gonna make sure I take care of you tonight.
But hold up. I just was throwing that in there because I was just trying to be influential. You know, I was saying a bunch of stuff. But how about when I said that, he was like saying, no. Then I was saying, but what about, and then come on, babe. He was like, no. And then I said, but then later on, I'll take care. He was like, all right, man. I was like, he paused quick as I don't know what.
Hold up, I ain't even say all right, because I still had to maintain my position in some respect.
No,
but
your
in the
whole
back of
face changed,
my body language.
Yeah, like, okay.
So I got in the car, and on the way to dropping the kids off to school, I'm thinking to myself, like, Aiza, you a man, Joe. Like I mean, I know what she's doing. I know the tricks and the games that she playing. Like, hold your ground, bro. Like, hold your ground, bro. And so as I'm driving, I'm thinking about this whole thing the whole way to dropping the kids off. And so when we get to the place, to school, actually to provide some additional context, like in my mind, I made myself feel better. Why I try to flip this joint into a message or a lesson for my son. And so I said, you know, I said, son, you know how when I said, so would you be able to play in this frame of mind right now? And so what I say to him is that, like, your coach is going to say stuff that agitates you. Your coach is going to say stuff to put you in a certain place in a moment, and you ain't going, I mean, what you going to do? You're going to walk around pouting? Are you going to be on the court and you ain't going to be trying to show up because you all in your feelings and stuff like that? And then he was like, nah. He said, no, I make sure I go out there and play. So to make myself feel good, like I had to teach a lesson in that. And eventually, I'm petty, but I let him get out the car. And then I told his sisters to go get him.
Are you
and tell him to come
kidding?
back to the car after he started walking away
That's
from the
way
car.
too much.
And then I said, Diane, I said, here you go. Here's your phone. I was like, I see you at the game tonight. That was it. And so my win in that experience was,
What is that? How is that a win? I'm sorry, y'all.
I like the way my wife like used, even though it was bothering me for a moment, like, but she used that feminine energy, that soft startup, like that stuff be working, y'all. So just ladies, pay attention, be mindful, be aware. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to discuss that later on because you did some flip flopping when you got in the car. Anyway, y'all.